Daniel had worked at the company for 5 years. He was quiet, hardworking, and never caused trouble. But one rainy evening, as he was leaving the office, he noticed a young woman struggling with her groceries on the busy street. She was soaked, carrying too many bags, and on the verge of tears. Without hesitation, Daniel rushed to help her. He shielded her with his umbrella, carried her bags, and even missed his evening meeting with the boss. The next morning, Daniel was called into the office. His manager, red-faced and furious, accused him of being irresponsible for skipping the important meeting. Daniel tried to explain, but his words fell on deaf ears. By the end of the day, he was fired. The woman he had helped was gone, and Daniel was left standing outside with his box of belongings, wondering if kindness had cost him everything. Days turned into weeks, and Daniel found himself rejected from one job after another. His savings were running low, and the weight of his decision haunted him. Friends told him he had been foolish who risked a career for a stranger. But Daniel couldn't regret what he did. One afternoon, while waiting for a bus, Daniel saw the same woman again. This time, she was dressed in a sharp suit, rushing out of a luxury car. She froze when she saw him. "You're the man who helped me that night," she exclaimed. Daniel smiled faintly, embarrassed to admit how much his life had unraveled since then. The woman's expression changed when she learned he had lost his job because of her. The woman introduced herself as Emily, the daughter of a well-known entrepreneur. She apologized deeply, insisting it was her fault he lost everything. But Daniel shrugged. Helping someone in need is never a mistake. His words left her stunned. The next day, Emily invited him to her father's office. Daniel was hesitant, but when he arrived, he realized her father owned one of the biggest companies in the city. Emily explained everything: how Daniel had helped her without expecting anything in return, and how he had been unfairly punished for his kindness. Her father listened intently, then turned to Daniel with a smile. "People like you are rare in business. Maybe it's time we give you the chance you deserve." Daniel was offered a position at Emily's father's company far higher than the one he had lost. At first, he doubted himself, but with his determination and honesty, he quickly proved his worth. Projects that once seemed impossible began to succeed under his leadership. Employees admired his humility, and the CEO saw in him a man of character, not just talent. Meanwhile, Emily became his closest friend. She admired his resilience and the fact that he never once complained about his misfortune. Daniel realized that losing his old job wasn't the end, it was life redirecting him to something greater. Months later, Daniel stood on the stage at the company's annual gala, being honored as Employee of the Year. The crowd applauded, but his eyes found Emily's. She was smiling proudly, as if she had known all along he was destined for more. After the ceremony, Emily's father pulled him aside. "Daniel," he said warmly, "you're more than just an employee. I see you as family now." Daniel's eyes widened, but before he could respond, Emily walked up, slipping her hand into his. Daniel had once lost everything for helping a stranger, but that very act of kindness had given him not only a career beyond his dreams, but also love and a new family. Life had taken away his job, but it had rewarded him with everything that truly mattered.